YouTube was down with it. This your boy Zell. I'm back with another one. Big news. Terence Crawford versus Tszyu fight officially in serious negotiations. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? So it's official news now. Terence Crawford is in serious negotiations with Tszyu, assuming Tszyu gets past Sebastian Fundora the end of this month. If Terence Crawford doesn't get that Canelo Alvarez fight that he's craving for, he will most likely go for undisputed at 154, becoming a three-time undisputed champion. Terence Crawford, he's been talking about moving up to 154 for quite some time. Him and Errol Spence both disputed at 154, becoming a three-time. He will most likely go for undisputed at 154, becoming a three-time undisputed champion. Terence Crawford, he's been talking about moving up to 154 for quite some time. Him and Errol Spence both have been talking about moving up to 154. And I've always felt that Terence Crawford versus Tszyu was a perfect matchup because Tszyu was looking more and more like a beast at the weight class. But it's really unfortunate for Tszyu that Keith Thurman pulled out of that fight, because that would have been a good look for Tszyu if he would have became the first person to knock out Keith Thurman. No matter how old and small Keith Thurman was, old media would have been praising Tszyu like the junior middleweight Tyson Fury, which would have made the Terence Crawford-Tszyu fight even bigger. Now, Tszyu, he's favored to beat Sebastian Fundora. You never really know how Fundora is going to come back off of a loss. You know, he could end up being just as good as he was when he was undefeated, or even better, or no longer fight like a fighter with the confidence of an undefeated fighter, which happens a lot. But Tszyu versus Fundora is a hell of a fight. It's a hell of a matchup. It'll be interesting to see how Tszyu is going to deal with the body.
That matchup gonna be crazy, bro. We got Tszyu who probably walk around 5'8", between 5'10", something like that, 154. Then we got Sebastian Fundora, 6'4" plus fighter, bro. Imagine that type of boxer. If he had a good jab, I'm not familiar with his game, but if he can employ like a Tommy Hearn style, where he can keep you at distance, but then throw a chopping right, bro, he'll be real dangerous just because of how his body is built, bro.
Volume punching of Fundora, and of course how Fundora is going to deal with the power of Tszyu. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Fight. I never had a fight where.
Well, you two, with that being said, man, I'm glad that Terence and Tszyu is in serious negotiations, because for a second it was looking shady, bro. I thought Tszyu was ducking him, and from the sounds of it, it sounded like he was ducking him, calling out Errol Spence instead of Bud. But now that he's risking his two titles after he hopefully beats Fundora, that fight is this Saturday. It's gonna be a good fight. That card gonna be stacked. It's gonna be the main event. Well, I'm gonna start with the co-main event: Rolly Romero versus Pitbull Cruz. And then for the main event, we got Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. So it's gonna be a good card, cuz it's gonna be a good card, bro. And I got Tszyu pulling through because he got power, skills, and abilities. And I do think the only man at 154 that can give him a run for his money is the one and only pound for pound number one, Terence Bud Crawford. So I can't wait for that fight to be announced whenever it happens. I can't wait. I want Terence Crawford to show the world why he really is the best. You know, three. You know, he's gonna make him a 4-division champion, I believe. He already is a 3-division champ, I think. No, this is gonna make his 3rd division. It's gonna be his 3rd division, and he becomes champ. And I can't wait for it to happen, bro. I can see him. I can already see it because he already pound for pound number one, and no other male has become 2-time undisputed, let alone 3. So I want to see Bud become 3-time undisputed and cement himself as the greatest of this era without any competition. Real talk. With that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, and shout out to somebody who need to hear me on the road to 2K subs. To all my haters, man, shout out to your homies that hate me. I love all my haters. Till next time.